Welcome, 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 Corkies. We have a special episode for you today. We have Nikki, who is a personal trainer, on to talk all things fitness and mental health with us. So please give her a huge round of applause as she comes on and talks with Ariel and I today. Welcome, Nikki.
Welcome.
How are you?
I'm amazing. I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
Yay.
How y'all doing?
We're great.
We're great too. Yeah, we're good.
Thank you for being here today with us.
Yes, awesome. I'm glad I was able to get in because y'all were trying to get me on another date early, and I was like, I ain't ready for that.
We're considering having someone on and thinking about different topics, and fitness came up because fitness goes so well with mental health and how they tie together. And we wanted female, and your name came up, and so when I reached out to you and you said yes, I said, "Ooh, let's hurry up."
Yeah, I get it.
Schedule this.
So we really appreciate you saying yes and fitting us into your schedule for sure.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah. And Nikki, why did you decide to become a fitness trainer?
So honestly, this was a guy move, not a Nikki move. So I was doing it part-time. Never planned on doing it full-time. I was working a regular 9 to 5, and I got laid off. And so with me being laid off, I become stressed and I became depressed. So like I said, I was training, but not on the level of letting everybody know. Just if I seen somebody in the gym or a family member wanted to know something about working out, I was showing, but not fully training. So what happened was I got laid off. I had been on the job for 7 years. And that was actually how I coped with my depression and my stress. Whenever I would think about, like, I had just bought a house, I just bought a car. So I'm like, what the heck am I gonna do? You know what I'm saying? So it was just like one of those things that either sit in the house and just think about it or get up and do something. So my thing was I started going to the gym with my sister. And then I said, you know what? She ain't going enough because the only way I could go is if she went. So I was like, she ain't going enough. Let me go get my gym membership. So I would get up. If I couldn't sleep at 2 o'clock in the morning, that would be where I go, because when I'm in my zone, when it's working out, I don't think about nothing else. I'm thinking about this workout. I'm thinking about, how my body's going to look. And then as my body was changing, my mind was changing, people would come up to me, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? And it was like dawned on me, you need to become a trainer. So it was kind of like God opened the door for me to be able to go back to school and opening me up to find out where my true course was and where he wanted me to be at the time. So I'm like, I've always been coach, but it's always more, it was easy. It was let me put it like this. It was an easy transition to just go into. Now I ain't gonna tell you it wasn't easy, because I started out doing a lot of things free because I had to get my name out there. Like I trained my pastors for free. I was like, I'll train y'all for free because I need y'all to go back out and tell people how I am. So each time I trained them, they would bless me with money. I was like, hey, I told you this was free. They was like, hey, don't block my blessing. You know what I'm saying? So every day I was getting blessed because they were being obedient, and then I was being obedient by training them. So pretty much it does go hand in hand with what you're talking about, the mental health and stuff like that, because that's what it was. Like, I was just like, oh my God, I gotta figure out, sitting in the house in a dark room, staying in the bed crying, like, where the money gonna come from and stuff like that. But it really did help me with my faith as well. Like, it took, like they say, faith as a mustard seed, man. My faith became the house, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was just like, I ain't got nobody else to depend on but God to make sure this thing happens. So training really helped me with that, just to see my clients' faces after the results, just to know they're learning new things, because I don't just want people to come to me to get fine. I want them to be educated about why we're actually doing this. Like, why I'm big on the African Americans, why African Americans should be working out, why we should be worried about our nutrition and what's going into your mouth, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna say I'm like 100% the health nut because I still eat pancakes. I love
Mhm.
pancakes, and I eat some regular pancakes. I ain't eating no the cardboard can pancakes, but there are some. Now I'm getting into better pancakes, like they're using bananas and oatmeal and stuff. So I'm getting phasing into that, but I love pancakes. So pretty much. But to get back to that's how I became a trainer. How I became a trainer, just for my own mental health, to help other people actually cope with their mental health. I've had people come from me, but like divorces, people that are going through bad marriages, that kind of thing. They come to me. That hour with me is like they're laying on my couch.
Wow,
I love that you said it like that. That's awesome.
that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. How long have you been doing it now, and what is keeping you going?
This is my 10th year.
Really?
Yeah, this is going into my 10th year. And I think it's God. God's keeping me here. That's all I can say. I can only say that I'm blessed because he's kept it for 10 years for me to be independent. Like I don't work no other job. If I don't train, if I don't do fitness, I don't eat. So this is my life. Literally, this is what I do. So I mean, I would just say that it's just amazing. Like I really am blessed that I've been able to do it 10 years. And what keeps me going is just my clients, just their motivation to do it, their motivation to learn, to be educated about this, and I love learning new stuff. Like I'm still learning stuff every day. There's a different trend coming out. Even getting more into the surgeries and trying to get people to understand what about these surgeries are you really thinking about. That's mental right there, that people want to just change their whole body instead of working to get the body that they want, because it's possible. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
you're talking about like the plastic surgeries that women.
Yeah,
Okay.
that everybody is. That's to me, that's mental. That's a mental thing. Certain body surgery is mental for me. I feel like that's a mental process. Somewhere in your mind, you feel like something's wrong with you in your
Mm.
body. So that's how I feel about surgery personally. I feel like, oh, okay, I don't want to work at it. I want to take the easy road. But then I've had people come to me have surgery and they've had the whole mommy makeover and they still had to get a trainer.
Wow.
Mhm. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It does go hand in hand a lot, because sometimes, there's mental health diagnosis where people see something in the mirror that is just not true. Or,
Yeah.
Right.
vice versa. Or like you said, some people think that they can get some of like the sleeve surgeries or gastric bypass, and that's going to fix the way they eat. And they end up ballooning and gaining a lot of that weight right back, because they
Indeed.
never changed that mindset in the way that they
Indeed.
eat and
They
exercise.
still want to eat whatever they want to eat, still
Yeah.
want to do whatever. And my thing is, if you had to remove that out of your stomach before because of what you eat, why would you go back to eating the same thing thinking that's not going to come back? Like
Yeah.
you move fat from your stomach to go to your booty, you don't think that it's going to come back.
Well,
That's why we need you.
Again, it's mental. All things are mental. It starts here first. So I mean, got to change your mindset.
yeah, for sure. What is the hardest part about maintaining your business?
I think trusting other people to assist you with it is my
Mhm.
biggest thing, is trusting that what you can't do, that somebody's gonna do it to the highest percentage that you would do it. Being that it's my business, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure it's top to the T. Like I don't half step. I got ideas that I would love to launch, but because it's not all the way there, I don't want to half step with it. Other people probably launch it and be like, oh, we'll just go through the bolts and nuts. Then no, I don't want to do that. So it's more so the hardest part is trusting people to just be a part of my business or to assist me with my business and do it to 100%, like as I would do it. That's the biggest thing, is trust.
That's hard.
Ooh, yeah. I understand that 100%. Ariel gets text messages from me all the time
Yes,
whenever
she does.
I have like tried to, relinquish some control to someone else. And I'm like, they didn't do it right. I should just did it myself. So I get that 100%.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's hard because one thing I do, that's my prayer. It's been my prayer, is just for a team. like a great team that has the same mindset. We don't have to do the same thing, but just have that same mindset that we can each help each other out in the whatever area we're expertise in, that we can help each other out in those areas, you know what I'm saying? And just work together, no jealousy, just the trust, that's a big thing in the world now. It's hard to trust people.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Has your business been affected by the coronavirus?
I want to say absolutely not. I thank God. That's
That is.
Was blessed. I was not totally affected. I do one-on-ones. I was launching into virtual fitness. I'm more of a hands-on person. I am right now my website is under construction to add virtual training. However, I love the one-on-one. I don't feel like I probably could build that relationship through the virtual, but I love the one-on-one. So my clients that I have I'll just say, I pray for my clients, the clients to come to me, because we went to just straight one-on-ones. We weren't doing 202. And I asked them, want to make sure they were comfortable with the whole process. A lot of them that were older, my older clients did drop off because they were so afraid of it because of it was the over this age and over that age, right? Coronavirus didn't have no age limit. Hey, it was just like Aaliyah. Age ain't nothing but a number, you know what I'm saying? It was coming to everybody. So it was just taking the proper precautions to make sure everything was good. But I am blessed. I will not say I can complain about anything through the coronavirus. I was blessed. 2020 was not as bad for me as I know for other people. I can pray for those situations, people, but I can't really say that. No, I was not affected in a negative way for it. I think 2020 was an eye opener for me, like preparation, like don't underestimate nothing.
Yeah.
You don't know what's going to happen, but don't underestimate nobody. And always that plan A to Z. You can't be saying I got a plan B. You got to have an A to Z and figure this thing out, because even with the loans they were given, everybody didn't get a loan. Everybody wasn't approved for those grants. People did lose jobs, those kind of things. Government wasn't happening. I was like, people around here waiting on $1,200. $1,200 they ain't gonna pay hardly nothing for some people. You know what I'm saying? So that is not something I wanted to have to worry about, is the government having to take care of me. So like I said, it was an eye opener for me. It was like revelation. Like 2020 was more so like the clear vision, not perfect vision, but clear vision to open your eyes and say, hey, get your shit together.
You're fine. You're fine.
What is the connection between mental health and physical health?
Because everything starts in the mind. Like only way you gonna get up in the morning and work out is if you start here in your mind. You gotta say, hey, you can tell your body all day, hey, I'm gonna get up. But if your mind ain't there, you're gonna sit in that bed. If you're going through a personal issue, that can affect you getting up out of that bed. You being in that dark place is gonna affect you getting out of your bed. So that's where I feel like they kind of correlate, is when you get up in the morning, it's in your mind, hey, I'm finna get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm finna work out. Now you gotta take your body with you.
Wow.
What do you tell people to shift their mind to get up?
Well, I now 4 o'clock in the morning is something that I would do, 4 or 5. I do have clients that come to me at 4 o'clock in the morning and 5 o'clock in the morning, but it's only because I'm one of those people like, well, it's better to work out before. My speech is, it's better for you to work out before work because the afternoon is so undetermined. If you have children, you might have to get the kids in the afternoon, or you might get a flat tire, or there's traffic. So I always kind of say, hey, it's better to get it out the way in the morning time, and then you don't have to worry about it anymore.
That's true. I was doing a boot camp class before coronavirus hit, and we would meet every morning at 6 a.m. And at first it was so hard to get started because we would like get out the bed, like throw on your clothes, and like, and then you have to drive to the place, So it was really hard at first, but like the more that we did it, it became like second nature. And really, I started to enjoy getting up early and going to, like, it started my day off really well. And then I'll go to work afterwards and I'll feel good and awake.
It gives you energy. It gives you endorphins. Endorphins make you happy.
Yes.
Heather like, I don't even see it. I don't think so. Let me drink this coffee.
I'm kicking it into like third gear by 6 o'clock. I'm really getting that good sleep.
Girl, you better get up.
The more
Like even with me, I gotta get up, I gotta meditate, I gotta pray, you know what I'm saying, before the day. Then I'm like, okay, then I gotta drink my tea, then I gotta get ready for the people. I'm like, yo, I gotta do a whole chore. Like I got a list of stuff what I do before I even get up in the morning, like out of the bed. But I'm
So
getting up.
here's my question. What time do you go to bed at night?
Girl, it varies. Whatever time I feel sleepy, I'll just go to sleep.
Okay. I think that's what my problem, because I'm a night owl, so I'm up like late. But then
Yeah, well, people that work for themselves, we generally do stay up kind of late. We generally do. But I'll tell you something, not to tell anybody business, but Heather, back in the day, we used to be in the club till like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, honey. And then we'll get up and have to go to work at like 6, 7 o'clock.
Right.
So,
but you reminded me of how long ago it was, because you were like, you've been in business for 10 years and it was around that time. My body is not the same it was 10 years ago. But I am not working out. And I realized, and because you said club, that's the only reason why I stayed as fit as I was, because I was never going to nobody's gym. So going clubbing and dancing.
yeah, man, that dancing and stuff.
Yeah.
And Ariel, we used to be out every weekend. Okay, so she has no excuse. And then be up at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning.
You're
and
right.
We just went to bed at 2. So come on now.
Yeah,
you gotta make those wise decisions in his brain. Like if I got up and went to the club, it was in the club all night. This is for my health. You talking about you want to have another baby? Like you want that snap back to be like snap.
Yeah, it ain't snapping at all. There's no snap back.
I'm sure you're not doing anything active.
Anything at all, but see, you gotta be right together. And I can't be out here in these streets telling people about fitness and not doing it. So let me get my life together real quick before people start calling me out.
Why you think I'm trying to be right? Because I can't be the fat trainer. Like, can't be no fat trainer. Like who you training?
Yeah, that's like going to the hairdresser and their hairdresser's jacked up. Like really trust them,
No, the nail salon, how they do that. Why you got this? Why you need a fill-in?
They're too busy doing y'alls. That's what it is.
There goes a problem. There's no self-care there. You gotta take care of yourself. This just like working out, you gotta take care of yourself somewhere in this whole little paradigm. I mean, if you helping everybody else make $1 million, how you gonna make $1 million?
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm done.